Hey everybody, we're back. It is time for another social digest. So I just want to make a quick video because I promised that I would give you a little update on some of the new products that I didn't talk about that were just unveiled at convention from the week, the end of the week spanning August 14th to 17th. So one of the wonderful things in there, which is great news for those that are struggling with gluten, allergies, etc., is that there's a brand new product called Nutrimeal Free. Nutrimeal Free, and it is made up of plant-based protein. In other words, it's pea and potato proteins. It provides you with the adequate amount of fiber every day. The average, I well, let me slow down. Um, so it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's soy-free. It's a very up-to-date contemporary product, keeping up with the times and keeping up with the fact that due to our poor farming practices that a lot of people are experiencing intolerances in this regard. So the old Nutrimeals from USANA, they happen to contain wheat fiber and also oat fiber. So those have also been removed from the classic Nutrimeals as well. So that's the chocolate, strawberry, and French vanilla Nutrimeal, and now this awesome new Nutrimeal Free that has no soy, no dairy, no gluten, and that is plant-based. This is important. I mean, one of the components of a good diet, of course, is getting enough protein. So particularly for people that are not limited to, of course, but people that are maybe going for a completely, vegan lifestyle, you still need protein. So this is a good way to get it. The Nutrimeal Free has a very light, mild vanilla flavor. I mean, very light and mild. Dr. Karen Wolf was raving about it. So it's something that you can add, 3 scoops or 4 scoops or even 5 scoops if you need to. On the average, a person requires about 25 grams of protein a day. Of course, that could be a little bit more, or it could be a little bit less depending on your size and your physical activity. So if you're concerned and you want more than just the 15 grams, which is provided with 3 scoops of the Nutrimeal Free, then just add a couple of other scoops, very easy, and you're good to go. The other interesting thing that Dr. McNamara and Dr. Wolf were pointing out when they were talking about this new product development is that the average person, we actually need about 20 to 30 grams of fiber per day, but the average person is only getting a paltry 4 grams. And of course, a lot of people are getting that from fast food, going to those big box fast food restaurants. So you want to also always keep the focus on fiber. That's really important, fiber first. Fiber, of course, helps normalize your bowel movements, but did you know that it also helps lower your glycemic index? So when we're talking about your glycemic index, we're talking about the sugar levels in your bloodstream. So you want to keep that stabilized. People that are struggling with diabetes and type 2 diabetes in particular, adding more fiber, and this is a great way to add more fiber, will help stabilize that and also help stabilize cholesterol. Let me see. Another auxiliary point with that is that, did you know that your gut is actually your second brain? It actually has its own nervous system. So when you say, you get that gut feeling about something, it's really true. Of course, in Chinese medicine, the gut is considered to be extremely important in the health of the human body, the health of the human spirit. Also, I think I mentioned, or maybe I didn't mention, that serotonin, the feel-good vitamin, 80% is manufactured in the gut, and also 2/3 of the immune system is manufactured in the stomach. So you can see that this is a great product because it really addresses or gives us an alternative, gives us an option to deal with the unsavory farming practices that are going on. It's non-GMO, gluten-free, soy-free, dairy-free. So this is great. Let me see. What else did I want to tell you about? Just kind of another tip if you are struggling with some intestinal problems. The probiotic that we have, it's now been improved. It has no dairy in it anymore, and all the sugars have been removed from it as well. So again, a lot of people are having a hard time, digesting dairy and these types of things, and need a probiotic to help rebuild the immune system and the gut and the health of the gut, which is extremely important. So this is a great way to be able to do that with a new and improved product from Isana. So you've got that going on. Also, another tip I wanted to share is that you can also try using our CoQ 10 or CoQ 30. It's actually even available in higher doses in a customizable My Health Pack. But that also helps repair the intestinal tract. How's that? Also, the proflavanol C is good for that. I also had some success stories this week from a couple of clients. I have one client who has been dealing with a kind of an autoimmune disease for 4 decades that's had colitis. And so I recommended that they just try upping the amount of proflavanol C, to instead of like 2 a day, to really going for it and doing at least 4, or perhaps more, depending on how they're feeling. And lo and behold, along with the increased fiber and eating more holistic foods, making that lifestyle change, they're actually passing stool in a healthy way, and the discomfort is going away. 4 decades. So I cannot sing the praises and glories of grapeseed extract enough, and vitamin C. Of course you want it to be pure and optimal, and Isana provides that. The other wonderful success story I have, I get quite attached to my clients, and when I don't see them for a while, I wonder how they're doing. So it's always great to run into someone and actually see that they are beginning to see the forest for the trees. So one client of mine a young guy, only 28, who was going through a lot of exhaustion, dark circles under the eyes, weight gain, no sleep, etc., but was ready to make a change and wanted to make a change, started adding supplementation and fiber to his daily routine. And now, what seemed to be an impossible thing, talking to him just 6 months ago, for example, on going like on a bike tour and kayaking and integrating more movement into his life instead of just living his life as a busy CEO, is actually happening. He looks great, he feels great, and instead of seeing his life being separate pieces that he has to live separately, he is understanding that he is a whole person, that his health is holistic, and that everything can work together, and he doesn't have to compartmentalize himself. So this is great. So my point is this: when you're tired and you're not feeling well because your body and your brain and your gut and your bones, etc., don't have what they need to really thrive optimally, you just get weighed down and bogged down by a lifestyle where you think, just one more email, just one more phone call, just one more, and pretty soon you're exhausted and more or less living like a technological slave or a slave to technology. So I would really encourage you to integrate holistic habits into your lifestyle. Use some of these great new products that we have available for you now. Again, the Nutrimeal free of gluten, free of soy, free of dairy, and the new and improved probiotic, which again is now free of dairy, since a lot of people are having a hard time with that. Is it any wonder with the way we treat our cows? And also free of extraneous sugars. Everything is GMO free. Also, did you hear about this great app? You probably have already. For me, this was revelation. It's a new app called Boycott, and you can download it for free on your iPhone and your Android. Go to your supermarket, and when you do your shopping, if you want to know if there's any GMOs in what you're about to buy, you just scan the barcode, and it will show you how many GMOs in it, and if there are any questionable practices in the supply chain. This is fantastic. So, if our supermarkets and the labeling story, they don't want to comply, that's okay. We can take matters into our own hands. However, Connecticut is the first state to actually demand GMO labeling. They're waiting for 3 other states, New York State being one of them, to get on board, so this can really be passed across state lines in 4 states. A little silly, I agree, but you don't have to wait. Get that app. Hope to see you in Monday Night Yoga, and have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful end of the summer, and I'll see you real soon. This is Akayani Chamberlain, The Living Connection, with yours truly.